sit at home, close down the market. And some people are saying that it's not, it is voluntary. It's not that, it's not forced. This and that. It's a big lie. All of us know that it's a big lie. When this thing started, it was not voluntary. It was forced. It started through coercion, through destruction. That is why people now begin to do what, run inside, they keep to themselves. When they now saw that people have by default, because of course you know that when people see violence and bloodshed and everything, they have to, like, as a human being, you have to keep your, try to keep yourself safe. And when they say that people have succumbed to it, they now start parroting this nonsense that it's voluntary. But at the same time, these same people that say it is voluntary, or we always kick against when you talk about stopping it. Whenever you say let's try to stop it, it's not favoring us. You see some people that saying that we are not, we are against it, so we are against it, you have called it off. You with some people trying to attack you. That what are you trying to say that you stop it? What are you trying to say? They'll tell you that I probably have stopped their at home. They are not out. But whenever you say, okay, let's try to encourage people to come out, open the market, there are some people that will come out and attack you. You see the hypocrisy there. You see the madness that we have allowed ourselves to, we have unconsciously succumb to. See, the truth of the matter is that the sit-at-home must end. It's not a matter of it must end for us. It must end. That money is of no use to us. We have seen a lot of damage that have caused, and anyone here trying to justify that that we should allow it to continue in the name of using it as a civil disobedience, that person is mad. That person is in fact is a lunatic.
Please, please. No, but see, so let's mind our language, please. You're just fighting air. You can give your submission, and at least nobody is interjecting you or objecting you. So I don't know why you should be calling people mad and all that. It doesn't make any sense. Let's try, all this attack. Honestly, it's high time we started mellowing it down. Where has it taken us to at the end of the day?
So, okay, I got it. Do you know why? I got this when I see people that are supposed to know better, people that are supposed to know better, trying to succumb to authorities or orders of charlatans in the name of we are fighting for something. Now, this market that has been closed on Monday, you have done it for close to 3 years, 4 years now. What has been the impact? Have you asked yourself, sit down and say, okay, what have we achieved in doing this? Okay, the reason of we doing it. What is the end point? What is that? What is the goal? What have been the end point, or what have achieved from doing it? Nothing. Now, check what have caused. It has caused a loss of economic activities, killings, destructions. That has been the result of all this at home. Energy go agree something. Energy agree say something. Oh, every time. You do one funny things that it's one thing to give order. It's another thing to try to recall or what the effect of that order. People, it's not about giving at-home order. The consequences of what's going to come out from it. How are you going to settle the issues that come out from it? Now, sit-at-home has now become a pain in our ass. And up till now, there are some people here that subtly encourage it in the name of if you come out now, are you going to provide for security? This and that. Now, I want to ask them a question. I could remember when Peter Ambassador started his own, these same people were giving this same issue reason. If they keep people now, what are you going to do about it? This and that. You are trying to feed into the narrative, feed into the fears of people so that people don't come out. This nonsense actors to continue to perpetrate the nonsense they're doing, because they know that it is truth, threats and feeding your fears. They're able to carry out all this they are doing. And the big question is, if these same people say that if IPOB say that they are not a part of sit-at-home that have called it off, then who are the people that is going to attack those that come out? When we say that you should come out on Monday, who are those people that are going to attack people? If some people that say that the hand is not there, they have called it off. Then who are those people that are going to come out and attack people? Who are they? As in, I now don't know why I will call again. In one hand, I see that one guy, one year, this thing. In another hand, we are attacking people that want to come out. Just this is my
But you have 30 seconds to round off, please. We've given like time.
So my question is my question is that if those people that are saying that their hand is not part in sit at home, that they have called it off, then they should not be against the call of, opening of market, since they've said that their hand is not there, they have called it off. What are they attacking people that are attacking the governor, attacking those that want to open up the market? Then who are those people that will come out and attack people? That's my question. If you're saying that you're not there,
that's a good point for you to end it on. You have a very valid question. Okay, so if somebody is saying they are not in support of sit at home, why are they upset if the sit at home is ending? And I think it's a very good note for you to end your submission. Also, please, who is next?
It's me. The next person should be. I'm coming. Let me start the time. The next
Wins can go and I go because I'm here before.
Right?
No, Wins can go. He hasn't spoken before.
Oh, sorry, Wins.
Yes, I will not take more than 3 minutes. Can you guys hear me?
Wins, are you there?
Yes, he's speaking. We can hear him.
Wins is speaking.
All right, the mic
I won't
is yours.
take more than 3 minutes because last year I made a decision that I will not speak on this issue again. I will not talk about IPOP and all that. But I am just here to thank the governor of Anambra State for what he's doing in Anambra State. And I want to say this openly. If you can obey a non-state actor to sit at home, then you have no say when a legitimate government elected by our people, protected by the Constitution, restricts your movement or declares curfew. If you can obey a non-state actor, then why should you even say anything when a government exercise his power? When a government exercises his power, I like the carrot and stick approach of Governor Soludo to disrupt the cycle of fear and compliance as imposed by these IPOP and non-state actors. I believe this approach worked in Enugu State, and it will work in Anambra State. So we should all be thanking the government of Anambra State. The governor is doing a marvelous job. Instead of condemning him, since IPOP bands last year told us in different fora that they are against it at home. Their leader said they should no longer sit at home. We should no longer sit at home.
Okay, Wins. I'm sorry to cut in. Please, this discussion is not about IPOB. It's not about Biafra. It's not about anything related to that. The question is, what do you think Soludo should have done differently?
He's doing the right thing. That's what I'm saying. He's doing the right thing. Approach. So let me finish now.
No, please don't shout at me. I'm talking to you respectively, and I would appreciate if you accord me the same respect. So I'm just telling you that we do not want this discussion to go haywire, because people are ready to drag each other on the throat, and I don't want to be a party to it. I want us to stick to the topic, and have a very valid discussion. I've learned quite a lot. I've heard so many good ideas. But if we were here shouting over each other and just talking over one another, there are things that, good ideas from people that I wouldn't have heard. So I would really appreciate if we maintain that. Thank you so much. Okay, Wins, please, are you still here?
I don't know what I have said wrong, and I will make you to cut.
What you have said wrong is that you keep mentioning IPOB and you keep cursing them out. And I don't.
Yeah, responsible for the sit at home. That's
listen,
what I'm saying.
look, I don't have the strength to argue with you nor with anyone else. If you cannot comply with the rules in the room, you can quietly go down. You don't have to speak. Thank you so much.
I think it's my turn now. I've been for a while, though I've made first submission.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you once again, my sister. If you watch, the conversation is, are you for or are you against the move of the governor? Sometimes people don't understand. Whatever actions the government take, good or bad, some people will, frown at it, whether good or bad. And it does not make those people that frown at it a bad people. Somebody like me, let's say, the example I gave earlier about OT building the roads, and people are there, keeping the market in the road that has been constructed. And then the enforcers has gone there many times to tell them, remove your stuff from the road. And then tomorrow, and I will see OT, bulldozing everything, confiscating their businesses and everything. Somebody that may not know the history can come out and say, oh, OT, you're doing it wrong. This is horrible. This is that. This is that. This is that. That maybe the person doesn't know, or maybe the person does not support the approach of force to get to where you want to be. Maybe that person is not in their nature, and it's okay. That's why we have democracy. OT or Soludo on the approach that may end up ending the sit at home. Fine. But that does not mean people cannot criticize them, or that people are demons or whatever for criticizing their style of doing it. They may end up being successful with what they want to do, but people still have the right to hold their feet to fire. Now, back to what we are talking about. Narrative flies very fast. Since I've been on this space, it's either somebody is criticizing Soludo and his government, or most people that is opponent to what he did. That's what they've done. Inside of, you see people that is for what he has done. They will come and now make it IPOB, you support IPOB, you are this, and curse people out, insult people and everything. Before you know what is happening, the narrative will change. That everybody that has spoken that is not in favor of the tactics of the governor is an IPOB, and encouraging people to sit at home and destroying Anambra, the narrative will shift automatically. That's how narrative flies. Everybody like me that has come here is holding the governor accountable.
Thank you, Kenny, for bringing that up. I'm sorry to cut in there. Just to buttress your point, you see how you've been here for a while. You see how also I tried to manage the discussion. Because it was evident that some people want to push that narrative of, because they are criticizing the governor, they are supporting, sit at home. But it's not it. I think it's high time we stopped all these things. It's not helping us in any way.
My
There's
sister,
no point.
it's called an agenda. It's called agenda. So don't worry. I'll finish. I'm sorry. I'll finish. But it's called agenda. Maybe I know you've been on this street for a while, but it's called an agenda. It's like that simple. But anyway, my brother Nwoke spoke. Somehow, the people that is for government or call you IPOB or everything, anything you want to call you, somehow they make my case for me when they talk. And I will show them, prove to them where they make my case. Nwoke made submissions and then tell you that all his prayer is that Delta State does not have a good governor. So he is indirectly agreeing with me that it was bad governor that is making Anambra to be bad. That if we have a good governor, what is happening in Anambra will not be happening. If not, he wouldn't have said. He praised that Delta State continues with the type of governor we have in Anambra State. So, it's when we talk, we even say stuff that is going even against the argument that we are making without even knowing. That's one. Two was my brother that spoke earlier. I forgot his name. The person, the second to the last person that spoke. He said that people did not sit at home willfully. They were forced to. Now, you ask yourself, who was a governor of a place where a known actor was forcing his citizens to sit at home? So if you are a governor or a president of a nation and non-state actors are forcing your people to sit at home, or in the case of nationally, terrorists are taking territories of your nation, and all you could come to talk about is that, oh, it was those people's fault. They were defending it. They were supporting it. But there was executive governor. We're not talking about a place with no governor. We have a governor. And you are there. And you were elected. You ran for election and say, I am coming to protect you and your property and to make you prosperous. Then you came in as a governor. And non-state actor is forcing your citizens to sit at home. You're a failure. You're a disaster. You should resign and let another person take over to do the job. That means you're incompetent. So, however you people want to take this to, I remain with my stand. Insecurity in Anambra, in Nigeria, is a product of a bad executive government. It's a product. If they want to end it, I will wrap up here. Sorry. If they want to end it, they will. They chose not to end it. And that is the reason why we are here speaking grammar. Thank you once again, Nkechi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was nice to hear your voice again. Wagme, I don't know. YGML, you have the mic, please.
Team, good evening.
There.
Greet everybody. Doggy, watching another. Well done, everybody. I have just been listening on the space since morning because it involves security. So my alarm bells came up straight up. But what I did was that I made sure, even though I get paid, to consult, I made sure I got the people that I consult for to come on your space and listen.
Oh, really?
So they can hear.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so they can hear firsthand, what you guys are talking about. So every contribution you guys have, it's been an amazing ground, to mop up things that involve Anambra State. So I know I might not get money for that, but at least our people will have peace of mind. So I just thought I should tell you that I just didn't want to make any other submission, just to let you know that. And while we are talking, it took less than 5 minutes to draw up a map of Onitsha main market and the axis. I just sketched up a small security protocol that could literally look after Onitsha. So without spilling much, Soludo knows what to do. He's not been today. I think on watching Emelu's spaces back in the day. He's been crying on about this. A couple of lads, crying about. And the question is, why is it on the Onitsha market? Why that particular place? So I just wanted to let you guys know, that you guys are not speaking to stone. That the powers that be are listening, and hopefully, they will do the needful. Thank you.
Oh, wow. You see, if we were here shouting and bickering and shouting on top of one another, it wouldn't have been a good listening experience for anyone. And I didn't even hear this. Thank you for letting me know. I'm happy, to have contributed in that way. That's the thing. You don't know who is listening to these places, honestly. Thank you so much for letting us know, and well done, everyone. I think it's been a very good space. Everybody have been in their best behavior. It was very easy for things to have gone out of hand, but we all tried our best to contain it, and I really appreciate that. Okay, Okere, I think you're the new name, and Ran Shield. Before we circle back to anyone else who want to say something, and we'll start rounding off.
Auntie Kechi, this ranch field go all this Indian and crap.
Ngwa ka m wepụ ya. Okay, thank you.
Not distract your space.
Okay.
At least that's okay.
Ọ bịa dị ka ọ bụrụ onye be anyị. Nkịta nne ya anya n'iru amanụ. Rashid, you have the space.
My name is Ranshit Jump 2. And yes, that's right. I am Indian. I am currently studying English in the Republic of Ireland. And also I work as a delivery driver and a taxi driver. And I also work in a mobile phone store. And I am living in house with a small group of 18 other Indian men. I am looking for the suggestion and advice for making visa to the United States or Canada. And I would live an American woman.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ranshid. This is the wrong.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, you are the wrong space, because we are all Nigerians and we are in Nigeria. We don't even know how to get visa. Thank you so much for being there.
You do to be the guy. You do to be Okay, sorry, I apologize.
Okay, so okay, please, you have the mic. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I sent a private message to you, to the host, because I just wanted to make a short speech and a short statement. I want to ask questions. As of today, the 27th of January, 2026.
Okay, please. I didn't see your message. Is this something I should see before you start speaking?
No. Okay. You don't worry. You can check it and then. As of today, the 26th of January, 2026, is there any state law in Anambra State banning Monday sit at home or any sit at home called for by non-state actors? I need somebody to educate me. See, there's a thin line between enforcing your private feeling and going against the individual rights of people. The governor is a professor. I think what he should have done differently, I'm not against his action, but what he should have done differently was to first approach the State House of Assembly for them to make a law banning this, so that anybody that contravenes it will be guilty of going against the law. But as it stands today, if there is no law already on ground, there's no law, then that means there's no crime. Are you going there to say, since people did not open your shop on Monday, I'm blocking it for the entire week? You are now becoming a bully. Two people that are contravening a national state or a constitution. Somebody says, I'm sitting at home because they used to force me to sit at home before, so now I'll be sitting at home. Or being sit at home by non-state actors. You have gone there to go and lock it. What law is backing you locking it when there's no security threat? There's no security. The only time you have to impose a curfew is when there's a security breach. But there's no security breach. Everybody's at home. You went there to go and lock for 1 week. Are you not also contravening people's rights? He's a professor. He should know better. If another governor does this kind of thing, when a businessman, they voted for a businessman or they voted for one politician, you are a professor. In Lagos State, before the government takes some of the actions they take, they first go make one crazy law. You just wake up one morning and say, now it's not law in Lagos State not to do so thing. That they pass that law and so that they go implement them. Let Anambra State have they have a state house of assembly. Let the state of let Soludo send a bill to them, making this Monday sit at home or any sit at home called for by non-state actors. Let it be a crime, punishable by whatever they deem fit, whatever they deem necessary. That is how educated people act. You don't just go and stand there with cameramen that video you show ya lock their shop now. Now waiting now. Now waiting now. A professor is too big to be a bully. And there are many things there are many ways you can get things done. If you try to use axe to kill earthworm, you have 2 earthworms in 2 weeks. They belong to the kingdom nematoda. When you cut an earthworm into 2 in less than 2 weeks, you have 2 earthworms. That's what Soludo is having now in less than 24 hours. He has 2 earthworms now to deal with. Yesterday, everywhere was quiet. He came to the market. Today, everywhere is rowdy. And the shops are still locked. Meanwhile, a little pinch of salt would have killed the earthworm. This is what I believe we should have done differently. I don't know if I've addressed the topic, but this is what I know so far. Thank you.
Yes, sure. You did. You addressed it, and you made a very significant contribution talking about law. I don't know what the law is, and if anybody knows, please, it would be so nice if somebody can educate us. Okay, do you know? Okay, do you want to say something?
I want to ask you a question. Yeah, you know that a governor have an executive. A governor has a power for executive order or something like that.
The governor has the power to call for a curfew where there is a security breach. What is the security breach of shops being locked and everywhere as quiet as a graveyard? There's no law that goes against those locking their shops on Monday. There has to be a law that goes against people locking their shops on Monday. Then you stand there and take an action. That action that the governor gave yesterday was supposed to be given when there's a security breach. There's a security breach, there's a curfew. But now there's no security breach. The way you could have carried out that decision yesterday was to first create a law making it a crime for people sitting at home on Monday. There is no crime, there's no law making it a crime for people sitting at home on Monday.
Thank you, Sister Nkechi. I just want to announce good news to you. The Soludo have come meeting with the market leaders and everybody in the market. Yeah, so I think they will have a meeting tomorrow.
Good.
They are not the state house of assembly. The law empowers the state house of assembly. He should be meeting. He is a professor.
Okay, calm down. I mean,
he's a professor. He has the state house of assembly, not market leader.
Okay, we've heard you, and I think you made a very significant point pointing out the law. Yeah. So I mean, and the Woke has given us a fantastic news now that Soludo is in a meeting with the market, market executives. I think that's
meeting with the market leaders.
Okay, let me finish now. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish, please. Anyway, I'm happy to hear that the market people are discussing with the governor. This is what we want to hear. We want that sit-at-home to be stopped. But me personally, I don't want things to escalate and get out of hand. And if it's been contained to this point, that is fantastic news. And I really do hope that, from here, that we will hear they've had a good agreement, whether they open the market in 1 week or whatever. But let it be that things are contained and it doesn't get out of hand. Thank you, Nwoke, for giving us that news. Sonny, you have your hand up. Please, you have the mic.
Thank you very much, Nkechi. I think we have to, look at, what is happening in Anambra and aspect of Soludo's governorship. in Anambra State as a whole. I think we are looking at it in one aspect. The issue is the popularity of Soludo in Anambra is second to that of Obi, and it's a very big issue for him. There has been many times in public domain where applaud of that of Obi completely clouded that of the executive governor, and he's not comfortable with it. Apart from that, Soludo's politics is indicting, or his politics is not pro-Igbo, because for a governor to openly talk and say, oh, we don't want to be president now for the Igbo, that is a very serious indictment. Why? Igbos will have to fold their hands and wait for you when you're ready in 2039. For what? If you're not ready, you are not ready. Tell us when you are ready, then we'll come. But the funny part of it is, you are not ready. And at the same time, you want to tell Igbo, oh, don't contest because I'm not ready.
Okay.
What manner of...
Sonny, how do we tie this back to the topic, which is what do you think Soludo should have done differently?
I'm coming. That's why I said we have to look at it in the larger context. See, Soludo had problem after Obi left a very big shoe in Anambra after his governorship in Anambra. He set a standard. Obi set a standard. And for you to conform and keep to that standard, you must have to live up to it. All this while, he's been wrestling with setting up to that standard. He could not. And he has openly said, oh, what is it now? I mean, like a very issue, this issue is an issue he could have resolved internally without anybody, if he has the love of Ndi. But he wants to use it to lampoon the entire East, that we are going back to our pub. Oh, by the way, I see people, they come, they want to lash people who talk about IPOB. IPOB made a lot of mistakes.
Sonny, sorry, I have to cut in again. I don't want us to talk about IPOB. I don't want us to talk about Biafra. I don't want us to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want us to talk about anything like that. This space is not for it. So that we don't lose focus. Please. I hope you don't mind. If we can, thank you so much.
But would you want to talk about Lansaru? Would you want to talk about
no.
Lakwarawa?
No.
What about Boko Haram?
No.
What about Aswap?
No.
These are groups that are in existence.
We are not discussing terrorism here.
Okay,
the day we will discuss terrorism, we will discuss it holistically. But we are talking about a particular case, which is what happened today. We all know what it is, and the utterances of Soludo. And I'm asking, in good faith, what do you think? Because a lot of people are saying, no, he shouldn't have done that. And then I'm asking, what is it?
Have done that.
Exactly. So if you could tell us what he should have done, that would be helpful. There's no point going about, calling out all the terrorist groups in the whole world. It has nothing to do with this topic here today. So, and
I agree. You want to protect your space, but let me be honest with you.
No. It's not about me protecting me. It's about me having been in over 1,000 spaces on X, and I know how easy things can go out of hand. and that it doesn't make any sense for me to spend almost 4 hours sitting here just for grown men to shout on me or to shout on each other. I don't want to be part of it. That is the main reason.
I don't shout at people, and
no, I don't mean you.
Yes.
I mean, if we start leaving the conversation for onye bịa ya kwuo ihe ọ chọrọ ikwu, okwu juru ndị mmadụ ọnụ, onye ọbụla na-achọ outlet, and this is not the outlet for it.
Establish the standard. If any person that abuses people or goes out of handle, flies out of handle, means that he doesn't know what to say, and he just wants to create a confusion. If you have a point, you have a point. But Soludo has been unaligned to the Igbo cause. And the worst part, he has been doing it openly. He's not alone. Yeah, he's been unaligned with the Igbo cause, and it breaks my heart. That's the point. So with that, let me yield the mic. I just wanted to give an expose of what is done in the past that is similar to what he's trying to do now. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much. You made a few points that I also tend to agree with. Especially using your word that he has unaligned from the Igbo cause. It makes I mean, when you start looking at a few occurrences in the past, the way he attacked Pt2, the letter he wrote, the way he said he was already, the way he panders to certain other things. Yeah, one could say that you're not far from the truth. But just the only point I was trying to make is so we can just stick to the topic. It would help us move the conversation forward. Thank you so much. It's nice meeting you on the space today. Okay, I don't have any hands up. I will start thinking about closing down. Oh, great! That's my alarm for meeting. Alexa, stop. Okay, Tochi, you have the mic. Please, after you, we take Cassie. Ozo, Mama Ozo Kania. Okay, guys, please, we'll finish at half, latest 7:30. I have a meeting at 8, please. Thank you so much.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so Tochi, please, you have the mic.
Thank you. So, I will quick with what I want to say. Good evening, everyone. From any place you are hearing me. So, what happened today is just a typical example of how our leaders govern us. They don't govern us with empathy. They govern us like dogs and animals, like with intimidation. And we all know that two wrongs cannot make a right. If you ask me, there are so many ways me personally can handle this issue. Or if I were an advisor to the governor, there are so many ways that they can handle this issue. Monday sit at home started even before the protest in as the governor in his first term. And the way it started, it just started. It did not start gradually. But if you are looking for a possible way that this Monday sit at home is going to end, I think it's going to end gradually, not by force. You have to give people confidence to come out and sell. Because when it started, people started voluntarily. No one was really forced. But though things like that happen, people who were not part of it, though majority did it voluntarily. But some people actually don't feel like they are like, what is this? They want to go to their market. Which kind of thing is this? Yes, but at the end of the day, majority will carry it. So it started. As time goes on, people are now drifting. They don't want it anymore. The majority still, though, they want it. That's the thing. So it's tricky. It's not something that is just black and white. It's not something that you can just stop like that. It is something that will happen gradually. Soludo on Monday, yesterday, 26th of January 2026, going to Onitsha to go and make video and make mockery of people
who did not come out to sell on their own volition, or probably because they are scared that one thing might happen. How are you giving them courage? How are you building that confidence in them, making them believe that you, the governor, is there for them and for anybody that will go against the peace and the tranquility of Anambra State and the marketplace? Things happened in the past where people try to enforce people should come out. Anybody that did not come out, they will find the person. Something grievous happened, and nobody said anything about it. They killed somebody. Nobody said anything about it. After that killing, people regressed, and everybody stayed at home with fear. That's the truth. So now, the governor coming out to force people to come out to the market is wrong. You need to find a way to build confidence in people, communicate with them. Find a way on Tuesday, you can just come to the market just like that and go to somebody's shop and tell that person, my brother, I come yesterday, I don't see you for market. I come yesterday, I don't see you for market. We're going to show video. People will be seeing him and they will televise it in the internet, how the governor is trying to communicate with the people and give them confidence to come out in the market. You make them, you converse with these people. You tell them that there is no reason for you to start on Monday. You make them feel safe. If it is security that you bring, you place that security there, and they will do their business in peace. But no, what will you do? You will try to enforce or coerce them or force them to come to market through bringing the military, locking their shop, which is wrong. You tell them to stay 1 week, they will stay 1 month. These people can actually make call their customers, the big men that are there. They don't need those people that are coming to the market to sell their goods. Once one phone call, they will just go to their warehouse and pack the goods and send it to the person they want to send it. So why are you telling somebody that their personal business that you will force them to come and do their business? I heard Okere say that they should pass a law that will make it mandatory that people must come out on Monday. So if you pass that kind of law, what is going to happen to me if I have a burial to attend on that Monday? What if I have a wedding? What if I'm just tired, I'm sick? So literally, I'm going to pay a fine because I did not come out to come and do business. It is not logical. Any law that is forcing somebody to come out and do their personal business, it did not employ me. I employed myself. I can decide to lock my shop and not go to work again and just die from there. So what is your point? How are you encouraging me to come out and do my business on Monday, knowing that it will be safe for me? Is it by coercing me? Is it by forcing me? Or is it by insulting me or coming out to say that this thing must stop? It is not your job to do so. So we don't have many ways he would have ended this thing. But what did he do? He, at first, crippled the unionism, every form of union that market people have. And our people who are greedy enough to go and join him in that caretaker committee is just another example of how our people handle things. So I'm going to round up and say that if Soludo would have shown empathy to the people, coming out, encouraging people to come out and trade, that nothing will happen to them. Gradually, people will be coming out. On Mondays, people will see business to come out. In my own line of business, people are coming out on Monday, though they don't actually open, they just hang around. Some people will come, they want to buy, they open shop and sell to them. Some will call you on the phone. I can just stay on Monday, someone will call me on the phone. I will go there, I will pack things and deliver. But I cannot go to market on Monday, knowing that people are not going to market too. Knowing that me going there, people who are coming to buy are not going to come. You that is telling us to go and sell, what about people that are coming to buy? Do they have the confidence that nothing will happen? Now, what you did was to just create fear. Now, those people that even want to come to the market again will not come again because now, the blessing at the time when we say go come, it's you see, People have lost that confidence. People have lost that courage to come out on Monday. Bet me, with this thing that this man did, people usually do come out a little bit, but this time around, I'm not sure anybody's going to come out this Monday. You see the tale. So if Soludo would have shown empathy, if he would have encouraged the people to come out in the best way possible, which is engaging them, find a way and dismantle that caretaker committee and give the people free will to elect their leader and make meetings on their own, how they will protect themselves against anybody who will come to do anything to disrupt the market. Encourage more people to go out on Monday, not by forcing them, not forcing to open my business space. So this is what I feel that Governor Soludo would have done that would have been better than what he did now. Thank you. I yield my mic.
Thank you so much, Tochi. Are you in Onitsha?
Yes, I'm in Onitsha.
Okay, because cool. You were speaking as someone who knew the market more than some of us. So what is the sentiment? What are people saying? Like the people on ground. Forget what you heard here or what you've heard on the internet. Like your colleagues, what are they saying?
My colleagues are saying the same thing I'm saying. Everybody's saying that you cannot force anybody to open their shop. Shop. Earlier, when he said that, people told him that if he is Soludo, can actually come to the market and open his own shop, that they will join him. We said it. Me, I said it. It's not you, just come. Any of your family member did that market? No. People told him that if you come and open your own shop and stay there and sell it, me, personally, I will come and join you. Anything that happens, one of us will be running together. It's not you stay in Oka. If anything happens, and then I'll be running. You'll be there, you'll be looking at eye, you'll just be shining eye. So you cannot even say the last time that this kind of thing happened, they killed that man, and his head was in a Torifte. What did he say? Did he come out did he even go to compensate the family? Did he even come out to speak to the people about that same issue? Everywhere just lock up. We just talk about that on this tattoo. So what people are saying is that what he did was wrong. You cannot force people to come out and trade. People are already using the Monday tattoo to rest. So that's just the simple thing.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm going to engage you just a wee bit.
No, okay.
Yeah, so do you now think that the Monday sit at home should not stop, that it should continue? Now, because you said people are using it to rest. And before you came, I know we have spoken something about people just now, I used laziness, but I don't think that was the right word. People just being comfortable staying at home on Monday, even if there is no there is some fear that, fear of the unknown, but still that people can actually go out if they wanted to. But because it's now, is that what it's true?
Yeah, that's the truth. The truth is people are using it to rest. And me, on my own end, for one, the exception of this Monday sit at home, just like Pt2 said, he is in Onitsha. He lives in Anambra State. He meets these people. Everybody is linked to this thing, especially people who are here in the Southeast. You get to talk to, there are people you will meet, they are pro IPOP. Anything you say, they talk. They will look you like, say, this guy, you understand? Anyhow you try to engage someone, this person is pro IPOP, everything, number on this cartoon forever. You get the point now. Then, secondly, me on this cartoon issue, I, for one, don't like it. I think we've done enough. I think 1 year is enough for that Monday cartoon. Anything after 1 year is just
Okay.
So if you're wait, let me finish. Let me just round up. If you now are telling me that people are lazy or using it to rest, I'll tell you it is true. But there are ways we can have these things. I told one man that, see, the truth here is that we overwork ourselves. People who are working in the bank, they work only from Monday to Friday. Saturday na just miscellaneous or probably half day. And which we as a union, we have a union, a market union, we can adopt that plan. We can adopt that pattern. We can work from Monday to Friday. Saturday we work half day. And everybody will close the union, they will do meeting, they will close shop, people will accept it. People will go and rest on Saturday, rest on Sunday, Monday they will start. But people, there's somebody that will work from Monday to Saturday, Monday to Saturday, Monday to Saturday, not only one Sunday. If you finally, for one reason, one thing, get that Monday sit at home, but okay, the person has forgotten everything. So if Monday sit at home is going to stop, they can encourage people to stop working that much on Saturday. They can adopt that Saturday a holiday. It is the weekend. On Saturday by 12, we mandate everybody to close. Because in my line, they mandate us to close by 6 o'clock. You get the point now. So that is my own take when it comes to this. Are people lazy? Are people not using it to rest that they cannot come out? If Monday sit at 12 will start, you can encourage people, tell people that you can use Saturday to do this same thing that you're doing on Monday. If it is rest that you want to rest, you can do it on Saturday. But Monday is not a day in the whole world that you can just halt. It is a form of protest. People are protesting. After all, doctors are on strike. Are you going to go and arrest doctors because they are not coming to work?
Okay.
Or now it is on Monday. That is why it is a different case.
Okay.
It is a business people or market people. That's why it's a different case.
Thank you so much, Tochi. I really enjoyed listening to you, especially knowing that you're on ground, so you sort of know what you're talking about. And there's a point you made about engagement, which I don't think anybody had said here. You particularly said that he could come to the market on Tuesdays and interact with the people on that level, and I think when you were saying that, I was thinking about people be like, this is the kind of thing that people do too. And I think that's really a very good example. One of the ways, that he can use to restore confidence in people. Okay, so yeah, Kenny, are you ready to speak now, or should I?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can talk briefly about.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to toe the line of the last point that you just made, and everything I will go back to. I will go back to Alex Oti in Abia State. I guess every Nigerian governor should go there and start learning how to govern. He does one press conference every month. Unheard of. It's on Nigerian. We don't do that in Nigeria. We don't practice that in Nigeria. So I will call it on Nigerian. He does one press conference and answer people's questions once in a month, because the man has made it. He said, I want to govern with my people. He wants to carry everybody around, along. On the issue of the speed light, the traffic light, when you see him with his convoy, when the light is on red, he stands there. The more he continues in that line, people will start obeying that rule. So the leadership can be very simple if the person in power wants to govern. And to what my Tochi said is, had they been, he's going to that market. First of all, he hasn't even secured Anambra to start with. So he doesn't even have a receipt to show them. Hey, I have done this. Look at how safe this place is. Look at how place this safe is. Look at how safe. Look at how safe. He will overwhelm them with receipt, which he doesn't even have a receipt to show them. He doesn't even, these are the people he has not done nothing for. He has done nothing for them. So had it been, he has the receipt to show them about what he has done, on how he has secured the state, on the effort he has made. The effort he has made is raising more aburu in Anambra to beat people up. That's the receipt of Soludo. So had it been, but let me even pretend, let's say he has all the receipts of securing Anambra in a good way and everything. You go to these people, you can even debate with them. Have a conference, let them ask you questions, like a town hall. Sorry, not even a debate. It's kind of a debate, but it's kind of it's a town hall. Organize a town hall in that market. People come in, let's talk. You people are my brother, you're my sisters, you're my father, you're my mother. Let's come, let's talk. And he will make it a point of duty to do it once a week. Once a week. My brother told you where I disagree is, having 2 days holiday, and I believe in 24-hour economy. But go there, organize town hall. Look at Abia. They're doing their own sit at home. Is Abia moving forward today? Abia is moving forward. There will be a time when that's why a leader must read the room. Know the body language of your people. There will be a time. If somebody like Soti is talking to Abia people about sitting at home, you will tell them, look at what I have done. I have done this, I have done that, I have done this. But please, you people need to support me. We need to stop this sit at home so that our state can continue to expand on the progress that I have made. And the more he continues to say it in Abia, the people of Abia will start tuning in. Even the people will be the people that will do the job for the government. They will be the one that will start telling themselves, no, we cannot do this anymore. Even in the market, there will be an uproar. We cannot support this. It cannot go any longer. This governor has done his best. We need to do everything to support him for Abia to progress. Because Soludo doesn't have a receipt. That's where you see by force. But it's not too late. He can start. He just won a governorship. 4 years. It was only 2 years and almost 3 years that Abia was turned around. Soludo, let everything you have done in the past be the past. You can start today. Start governing Anambra in a good way. Start moving Anambra from where we are to where we need to be. Produce some receipts. Take it to a town hall. Talk to Anambra how you want Anambra to be open for business for 24 hours. And not only say it, let the people see you giving it your 100%. Not only talking, give your 100%. We are disappointed. Most people have been disappointed. Yeah, I will wrap it up. Most people have been disappointed with your governorship. Even if we take a poll here or on ground, a woman from my village called him Solafufu. So it goes all over the place. People know you as a failure. But this second tenor, you can change things up. Let's just pretend that you wanted to do the right thing. Start organizing town hall. Talk to people and start showing the working. If you don't know, go and learn from Oti. Oti has a lot to teach you. Copy and paste. It's like that simple. Thank you, Nkechi, once again. I yield the mic.
Yeah, Kenny, thank you so much. Thank you for making another contribution. Polonium, you have the mic, please. After Polonium, it's Cassie. After Cassie is Doggy, and then we come back to Okere. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for the opportunity. I was just going to, I had what I wanted to say, but from the last two submissions, I just wanted to ask some questions. Because first of all, I find it hard to believe that since this incident of sit at home started, that the governor. First of all, I'm not a fan of Governor Soludo because of his undeserved attacks on Obi most times, but I find it difficult to believe that the governor has not at any point had engagement with the market leaders regarding sit at home on Mondays. I find it very difficult to believe that, because this issue has been, it's been protracted, it's been on for a couple of years now. And I can say that I've heard the governor make statements about, trying to persuade people to dish this sit at home and get back, to opening their businesses and getting the economy of the state going. And if we just look at the analysis of the video that I saw today, that was shared by a lot of people, and then the message on his own handle, the incident took place in the market, was it not? That announcement he made it in the market. He didn't make it from his office. And you could see one of the videos I watched, you could see that when he was talking, somebody responded and he paused, to listen. So I find it hard, to believe that throughout this incident, the governor has not interacted with market leaders. Yeah, I'm not on ground. Maybe when I finish speaking, people like the Tochi can come out and others tell us the truth. Because when one of your speakers was speaking, I went to his page and I saw that he was retweeting. So he was retweeting the protest that is in support of Kanu. So my question is, how is that kind of person going to tell us details or facts, unbiased facts about what's going on? So having said that, from the things I've seen that's been going around, from the videos I've seen, from the communications I've heard, a few things stand out for me. Number one, I am one of those few people that, because the point is, the governor, remove his personality, the governor is a leader. And when I see strong leadership, I tend to stand with it. Why do I say so? For the governor to say, listen, guys, if you guys do not stop adhering to this sit at home and get back to doing business, get back to us being productive, I'm going to take some measures. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. That's what strong leadership does. Because at the end of the day, the governor is not hungry. If Ndi Anambra do not get back to business, they do not get back to pushing their economy, the governor can afford to do without it. No, but he has taken a look and said, now listen, I need my people going back to business. I need my people going back. And even if we say that the governor did not, prior to this time, engage the market leaders, this has presented an opportunity for them to engage with him. It has presented an opportunity for them to go to the governor and say, okay, based on what you have said, these are our needs. And for youth to come out and be protesting, I saw the protest, Nnamdi Kanu and all those things that they're saying. The governor is, in my opinion, the governor is right. Why do I say so? Number one, this man has been tried. He's in jail. The case has been settled by the law. So the question is, for how long will Ndi Anambra continue to sabotage themselves, sabotage the economy, sabotage the other parts of the Southeast, sabotage South, where I'm from? Because the reason why I like to come into this conversation is because a peaceful Southeast is going to affect South and other parts of Nigeria. If peaceful Southeast equals to a peaceful economic South. Sorry, Nkiti, just bear with me, please. So that's one of the issues. I stand with what the governor is doing because this is going to bring engagement for those who say the governor is not engaging with them. It is going to tell them that, listen, this matter has to be sorted out. And it is sad to see youth coming out in their mass to support somebody who is in jail, who orchestrated.
Okay. Polonium, I don't know how long you've been here. We've tried so much to avoid, this getting out of hand. I think you've made your point, and I quite agree with you to say that.
Sorry, give me 30 seconds. Let me wrap up.
All right, cool. That's fine.
Yeah, so that's number one for me. Number two, I saw the market. I think that the governor should invest in that market. The infrastructure in that market is bad. In 2026, we should have a market, and the market is such a big, renowned market, international market. The infrastructure needs to be upgraded. We need to have the market totally fenced. It's so much. And I saw the riverbank nearby. That's a tourist opportunity that can be developed along that market. There is so much potential in that market that the governor, with the support of the market leaders, can sit down. The market leaders can draw a roadmap for the government and engage the government, to give them more, because that market is critical to the economy of the South East. So let me just end here, and because of your listeners' time, I thank you for the opportunity, and I'll hang around. Maybe if there's another chance for me to contribute a bit more. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was saying that I quite agree with you when you said that you don't think that the governor, hasn't engaged with what's the right name to call them, with people from the market. This was my position earlier as well. I don't think that he would just wake up in the morning and say, oh, okay, I'm going to shut down the market. I believe saying that he was shutting down the market is a consequence of something that wasn't adhered to. But that is just me not having any facts on this. But common sense would tell everyone that he may have engaged with them. And then he said, if you do not open the market, or if you don't come to the market on Monday, this is what I'm going to do. And they didn't come to market on Monday, and he went ahead, to do that. But most other people here are not. I honestly haven't seen anybody who says here that the sit-at-home should continue. But most people are saying that he should have handled it in another way. And obviously, we've had so many examples, that people have given the way that the matter could have been handled. But be that as it may, let's hear from Engineer Waltz, please.
Sorry, can I engage Colonium a little bit?
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you the privilege because you're on ground. So,
thank you. You were saying something about market, Soludo investing in the market, or Soludo.
Wait, Dochi, do you support IPOB? Dochi, do you support IPOB?
My brother, let me finish before you ask.
Because you retweeted
Colonial, it doesn't matter what he supports. He has the right to support anything. It's his right. I honestly don't think we should judge him based on that. As long as
but anybody who supports IPOB will want the sit-at-home to continue.
But Tochi never said he wanted the sit-at-home to continue. He didn't say that. I don't think it's fair for us to judge anybody based on whatever they believe in. It's their rights. As long as they are not putting us in danger right here by what they are saying, or saying stuff that we shouldn't be hearing on this space right now. Honestly, I don't care who he supports. Outside life.
He reposted a tweet of people who were calling and praising Kanu. That's why I asked him.
No problem. Let's hear from him anyway. He's here to defend himself. Thank you.
I have every right, first of all, to repost anything I want to repost. And that repost, I did not make any comments on it. I just reposted. So for some reasons, either you don't know if I support it or if I don't. So you now that is watching the video that I reposted will think anything you want to. And that is normal. I'm not going to hold you against that one. Then what I'm talking about is about the Onitsha main market that Soludo closed. Because of what? He asked people to come out. My brother, what do you do for a living? Are you a businessman? Do you have a shop? I want to ask you one question. Are you a businessman? Do you have a shop? Do you know how market operates? Do you know how they create market? You don't know that because maybe you're not a businessman. You're in South. You don't know how we created market in this Southeast and how they have something like a Bongo, they have something like a electrical market, they have something like a building material. You will never understand how that thing works. These are people who developed that place on their own. They open the shop, another person come and join them. Another person come and join them. From there, it becomes a market. And people are now selling. So when those people decide to close that
shop, Tochi, please, sorry. Just so that I get some clarity. Are you now saying that the main market now as it has grown to be, is not a government infrastructure. Even if it was one person that started, the other person joined, the other person joined, but it has grown to the point where it is today. Are you not saying that the government doesn't have any rights on it? I mean, the state government,
The
or
rights
even the
are
local
limited.
government where it's
The rights are limited. Their dictations to the market are limited. There are things that they will dictate. There are some executive orders that they can give, and it will be understandable. We are all human beings. You get? We are all human beings. There are ways that somebody might be following something and they will think that it is right. Why I decided to engage him was because he was trying to say that this is the thing that a strong leader should do to force the people. What kind of leadership do you want, my brother?
Tochi, let me help you. Tochi, let me help you.
Please help me.
Good evening.
Please, who is
Engineer Walter. Engineer Walter is here.
just hold on, please. Oh, the mic will get to you. Thought you round off in 30 seconds, please. I think you've made your point earlier.
You cannot force the people not to open their shop. The Soludo started with our. What is caretaker committee? Why can't I have a union that I can elect my leader? Caretaker committee is coming inside my house, inside my family, where I am the father of the house, and trying to tell me that the person that will be the leader of this house is my 2-year-old son, because probably he likes him, which is wrong. There are so many things that he has done which is wrong, and there are so many things that he has done which is right. I will commend the ones that he did that was right, and woe betide me if I support the ones that he did that is wrong. You get my points now. So this thing that he did today is totally wrong. Take it or leave it. And that is my point. I eat my mic. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you so much. Regarding that market leaderships, I know, I think it was Chief that also, made some comments about that, and one other person. But I believe it's something we probably need to look into more to understand, but not today, to understand what is going on, because people ask me, so there must be something underlying about that market leadership that people are pointing to it. Okay, so we'll go to Cassie. After Cassie is Kodo, then AJ Black, then we go to Doggy and Okere, and that will be the end of the space, please.
You're giving me the mic before.
Who, please?
Engineer Walter, you're giving me the mic before Tuki said he wants to engage.
Oh, did I? Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, please. Cassie, please let him go after that. After engineer will come to Cassie.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'm a businessman and I have a shop in Otanga main market. And the Monday city at home greatly has affected our ways of doing business and makes most of us to move down to Asaba because of the problems we face. We try to open markets on Mondays. We don't have security, we don't have working security in the market. The condition of the market is very bad. When Soludo entered first, he tend to appear like a good man. He called most of our executives from all of the markets that formed the channel. They went to Oka after the meeting. They came back, and the message they got to us to different sections. Presently, my shop is at the Road. Tochi may know the place. So now, when they got home, they told us that the Soludo said he wants to reorganize the leadership of the market so that it will get in tune with his Taiwan and Dubai policy. We started asking maybe he will bring in so many things like better amenities and change the landscape. But what we later found out was the Dubai and Taiwan he wants to bring to our shops to remove our leaders and bring in people from Oka who don't even own a shop in the market, who don't even know how those lines were built. And how we suffered not to even chase River Niger away from that place and build our own shops. So now we are crying that we lost our customers to Asaba counterparts. most of us are strained financially because we are forced to open some of our branches in Asaba. And you can see it now. You have 3 boys in your job, and then 2 is in Asaba, 1 is in Onitsha. And when you have some ways in Onitsha, you have to enter Motu and go to Asaba and pick up. It's not good to us. We are not happy. We thought that Mr. Governor, on the speech he made on the day he was sworn in for the first time, he said something that we wanted to hear. He said that the sit-at-home will stop, but he will need to do some engagements. We waited for the engagement. We didn't get it. Rather, he want to force some people on us. That's number one. Then number two, when he came for the second time, when those people tried to force on us, did not work out because we resisted it. We in our world resisted it big time. At the extent that one of our big executives was arrested severally. At a point, we thought that would affect us. We tried to tell, okay, bring some people, let us bring some of our people so that we will understand each other, not totally changing everybody. People that don't even know how we operate there, what we have achieved, and what we tend to do in future. But all they are interested in is how much we are making and how much we are going to contribute to the government. That's the one. Then this sit-at-home issue was just like a gaslighting of issues. Sit-at-home is bad. None of us likes it. We don't want it. We condemned it from the beginning. Anybody that is serious, a serious businessman in Onitsha, do not support IPOB. Monday sit-at-home. A serious man in Onitsha, do not. So we have some who are sympathetic to the cause of IPOB. But what I'm saying here this night is that anybody that is telling me that what Soludo did today is either he's after my life or he's after the welfare of my own family. Because one, you cannot come and close a shop that I built with my money. I bought the land with my money. I bought the wares that I'm selling there with my money. You don't even provide security. Nothing the local government has provided for me there. Every of my welfare is taken care of by myself. On top of that, you tax me and I pay. Then you now told me that because of some people, you can also use your state's powers to engage them, and this thing will stop, like other states did, like other state did. You now want to force us to come out. Okay, I don't know anybody here, if anybody was in the market today. I don't even know that we have this kind of security in Anambra State, that they can deploy to Onitsha just to maintain the order governor gave. But they unleashed every form of security in Onitsha today. If they can provide all the securities in Onitsha, we saw it. Sorry, security we saw today in Onitsha. In the market every Monday. My sister, I get out. My sister, he came every Monday there. But we don't have this kind of thing. And whenever we have any situation, we call and nobody will listen. I don't have many of our executives that were shot and killed because they tried to adhere to what the governor said. Because the governor threatened them that if you didn't do what I asked to do, definitely we are going to close down the market. He has threatened us. He threatened us in March 2024. He threatened us in September 2025. Now he has implemented all the whole threats. So anybody that is saying that strong leadership demands that you force people to do things, people can resist and the leadership will go. We see what happened in so many countries where the people demonstrated and the government left. So you don't come up here and tell me that the Soludo did the best thing. What you could have done was to engage people, the right people, not those people that you will send. Engage the people in the markets. Okay, he left Oka for Onitsha on Monday. He was talking, people were responding. He made that threat, scouting threat. Okay, what stops it was okay, all the people, the executives should come to the market, let us discuss inside the market. Let them tell him our problems. Not that we are afraid to do our things on Mondays. No, we are not. All we want is that we want security. We want good work environment and then landscape so that we can get this stuff. After all, the market has been giving the state government more internal revenue than any other market in the state. Thank you. Are you the mark back?
Wow.
Please, can I ask a question, please?
Before you ask, just if you don't mind, thank you so much. Who was it that spoke? Engineer Watt, thank you so much. And I'm so glad that we have people who have shops in this market coming up to speak, so we can also hear their tone, have a feel of what they also. Please accept your co-host invitation if you don't mind, please. Thank you so much. So, Engineer Walt, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, Engineer Walt. I
Yeah.
seem to be a bit confused about how, in my head, I'm thinking that the market belongs to the government. I mean, and that's me thinking,
Let me tell you how the
this
market.
without having any knowledge of how it works.
No, let me tell you, the market doesn't belong to the market, the government. Let me tell you the obvious truth. Let me use Omogu and Omorod as an example. There are popular people called Okwubuegu is the largest importer of reinforcements in that market. Most of us buy from him. He established his line. He take his people to the place he buys his wares, and then they open shop. Before he needs, Mr. B joins him, Mr. C joins him, and they buy the land from the landowners. And immediately they do that, what do you think? What you will see is that the government will now come and start asking us. We agreed, but most times government allocates. There are some areas government allocated to people, which they also bought from the government. But the market itself, 70% belong to the private individuals who are doing their businesses there. 30%, I can say, was allocated to the people by the government. So anybody that is telling us today that the government owns the market is lying. Okay, if you go to that Oba and then New Parts area, it was when the other parts, the main market was so many jam-packed that you see people relocating to those center areas, opposite part of Onitsha and Oba side. Then territory market, the same thing happened. So when they see that people have developed this thing to an extent that that the government can come in, you see them coming in with different tax and do you know that up to today at Oboro we still pay Oboro people. Do you know we still pay them to today? That's why that government will come and collect whatever they like, and they will still pay those people. You know that at Obosi and Ukwele Aziz, do that those people there that are that Upper Queen Aziz also, they still pay to the people to Ukwele people. So, and the government doesn't want to talk about all these small issues that we are facing. What they are interested in is stop small this, which is just peripheral. But the major fundamental issue that we have been suffering, they refuse to talk about it. We don't have security there. Whatever security that is that we organize them, we pay them. And do you know there's a law in Anambra State that you cannot own a pump action without you cannot own a pump action within that area. People don't get to the research before they come up in public space and so on. Okay, we can't buy this into security men unless we have to engage the civil defense. And you see Nigerian civil defense. And this on Mondays, see how dangerous that place is. I know people that died at 3:30. I know people that died at tomorrow because they want to open the shop on a Monday. And government are aware of all these deaths. Let me tell you, let me just what's your mind. An executive in one of the markets was killed and his head was chopped off and was placed at the roundabout. The government is not talking about those people. I don't know human beings. They are human beings. They're talking about the losses we are encountering every Monday. What they are talking about is close the market, because they are. The only thing I see is that I see a good trip, or they are trying to measure who is more close to the people. I must tell you the
Okay.
truth.
Yeah.
This man.
Thank you so much. I mean, I wish we had more time. I would love to listen to you talk more about this. Dougie, you will. Just I will ask him one question. Then I think you and Polonium have questions for him. Engineer, in all this, I can honestly understand where you're coming from. I can feel your frustration. What do you think is the way forward? I mean, without me sounding cheesy, but what do you think?
What we expected from the governor is very simple. Engage with the right people in the market. We have people that were elected by ourselves. Engage with them, not the people that you brought to governors. That's one. Two, he is the chief executive officer of the state. He is the chief security officer of the state. He gets all the security details from all the security agencies of the state. He knows people to engage in order to make sure that Anambra is safer. He knows the people. He gets security report every week, every Friday on his table, like all the other states. Abia State today, everybody using Abia State as a case study. The governor there, what did he do? He went to the market, called all of them. They had serious discussion. Today, most markets in Abia are opening on Monday, not all, but I believe gradually all of them will go on and then open. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Polonium, please ask your question quickly. Doggy, ask yours. So
Yes, Master. I'll just go ahead. But a couple of things that the engineer has said has thrown up some other questions. So the point is this: you said that the market is a private venture, it's privately owned. You've made very strong claims that the government has no stake in it. So my question to you is, how then do you now expect government to come and give you security and this thing that you're saying in a private business, since you have denied that the government does not own anything? And let me also tell you, as long as that market is in Anambra State, the government owns the land. And that's why the governor says that if you people do not comply, he's going to go ahead and level it. You cannot challenge after God is government.
Can I respond to you? Let me
please
respond.
Let me finish. Sorry, sir.
Let him
me
finish,
sir.
please. Thank you.
Please.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the fact on ground. My question to you was going to be that you said that the government has not governor appointed somebody, and you've listed a couple of things that you guys wanted to do. Have you people taken your request as a market body, as a group of people? Because we know the caliber of people trading in this market. A lot of them are billionaires and established businessmen who are going to be there even after the governor has gone. A lot of them are very influential people. And you people collectively, you are an electoral capital asset for any government. Have you guys gone to the governor? Have you made attempt to go to the governor and have a consultation with him face to face to engage the governor and intimate him of these issues, and not just waiting for the governor or the government to come to you? That's my question.
Polonium, the governor.
Okay. Let me answer him.
Tochi,
Tochi,
I know you're also on ground, please. Let engineer answer.
No.
Who is telling me no? Tochi, hold on, please.
Let me answer
Let
him.
engineer answer him, and then you can answer as well, please.
Okay. Let me answer the first question. The first question he said that since I claim that the market is privately owned, now why are we now requesting things from the government? Okay, let me just go straight to this place. The market, I say, 70% privately owned. 30% was a little land allocated to the people. When the government has seen that place has started grooving or booming, that's one. And that one answered your first question. Then number two, when you say that the last question you said, have we gone to the government to table down our problems? 7 times. We went 7 times. 7 times. I can give you the dates. So when we got first time was when we heard they want to replace after doing an election, 3 months after the election. They say that provided that these executives are pro this or pro that the government will have to come and reorganize the market, or reorganize the market with people that doesn't own a chop in the market. How do you see that work, brother? We've gone to the government and we have requested several things from them. And I want you to do your research. Ask anybody in Onitsha how we normally owns our shop. People will come and build. You rent at a point. You buy the shop and own it. That is how it's done in Onitsha. Ask anybody that's aware or has some information about Onitsha. They will tell you this. They don't just come and then you say, you will see somebody owning about 7 shops, but not in the same line. Somebody will own one here at Owogu, one at Ezewekwe Aziz, one at Ochanja, one at Obofere, one at Obamanu. These are the area. This is how people own shops in Onitsha. You don't just come and say that government built this market like it is appearing in Anambra and some part of Imo State. but I've heard Niger State and some part of Imo State. But these markets that I mentioned, I can call multi-millionaires or billionaires that owns majority of the lines. You hear popular American for Plaza, right? You hear popular American for line. You hear many people have built several plazas in the market. So some of them fall in the 30% allocation by government, while somewhere bought directly from the indigenous of the land. So I don't know if this one has answered your question.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think engineer answered whether the
no, it's okay. Tochi wanted to say something as well. Tochi,
yeah. Can I take like 2 seconds if you don't mind? Tochi will go. It won't go more. If anybody is asking you why should you be demanding for security, since you claim to be the owner of shops and owner of and everything, you ask that person back, what do you define as an executive job of a governor of a state? If somebody asks you why you demanding security, even in your backyard, even in front of your yard, ask that person, what did the governor run for election to become a governor for? It's just a stupid question. I'm sorry, just irritating, but that's fine. You go ahead.
Kenny, there are private estates in Lagos built by individuals. Within the context that engineer was having information, the government did not deploy its own security there. It is the right of government to provide security for citizens.
It's because we are used to not demanding from government, and that's why we are accepting bullshit, brother.
Kenny, let him speak.
I'm disappointed you're asking this type of question.
Kenny, let him speak. Now, when he finishes, you can answer him, please.
Kenny, hold on, Doggy. The way this matter was presented,
government owns the security.
I agree.
I agree,
but not when.
I did not expect that.
Please, Kenny, you are making the space on Rowdy. Please stop shouting.
Kenny, please let him say what he wants to say. Then you can respond back to him, and at least we all can also hear. We are learning.
The way engineer had earlier on presented this conversation, and the way he had presented the structure of the market, that was why I said, if you are presenting it this way, how then do you expect government? And it wasn't a case of security, because the other issues that they wanted, it wasn't a case of security. Security, of course, is if we were talking about security, my response would have been different. But you cannot present. You cannot present something like that. Say the government, is privately owned. The market was started by one person, blah 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 blah, and then the next thing you want government to come and now take over infrastructures. That's the way he presented it. And me, I don't see it that way, because it's a market. And that's why I said that the government, when I was giving my submission, the government needs to do something about the infrastructure of the market. I said so. Initially, they need to build a fence around it. They need to take care of the environment so that it looks like a market that the government will demand tax from. That's what I said. And when I talk about fences, it's talking about security. So please, let's the way engineer presented it. Thank you, guys.
Let me clear you.
Okay, guys, we can't dwell so much on this.
Just give me 1 minute.
I had the question clear, and I responded to the question that I had. I had when engineer spoke, and I had the question directly. Say, why do you then demand for security? And that's what even got me to even request the mic, because the question. It makes no sense.
1 minute, please. One minute.
Okay, Kenny, I believe you've made your point. Engineer, please do that in 30 seconds. Tochi, I don't know if you still want to speak about that, because you got cut off.
My brother.
No, Tochi, let engineer finish. Then please, you can chip in before we move on to someone else.
My brother. I have a shop in Nigua, Bayelsa State. And from your intonation, you're from a job speaking area, and you know how Swale
operates.
Okay, okay. You from Swale Market area, you know how the government built it and how they did it. Even if it's raining, you will not know. That's one, because the government built the place. But these ones we are talking about, we are not even planned. If you saw it today, you find out that it's not planned. When it rains, even if you are not strong enough, you don't have strong immunity, you will even cut out some disease. Though that we were born and raised there, that's why we have grown those kind of things that happens in that place. So now, let me just come again. You have to demand for security because the governor is the chief security officer. And with the peculiarity of securities in Anambra State, the governor should have been very, very careful in handling this because bad guys might even catch in on this and start attacking people. Some people that are not even affiliated to the people that are issued that stay-at-home order might even start up and start doing something funny. And the whole insecurity thing will be held, the governor will be held responsible. If one person dies, the governor knows. I tell you.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Engineer. Tochi, do you want to use 1 minute and chip in something there? If you don't want to, that's fine. We can.
Yes, I want to just chip in something. What I want.
I said I have a question for you.
Oh yeah, Doggy, I know. Let's finish with that one question, then we come to you, please.
No problem. I just want to remind you.
So what William asked about, it was talking about people galvanizing together to go and meet the government, still stuff like that as a union, right? So what I want to make him understand is that currently in Anambra State, you see that union of a thing is almost non-existent. Engineer was talking about the caretaker committee that the governor introduced. That caretaker committee is biased. I don't know the way they run it in their own place, but in my own place, the people who took as the caretaker, the person who is the caretaker was the chairman of the line, the elected chairman. You see, now this one is in our place. Then in some other places, the way I'm hearing it, people are actually going to the governor lobbying for that position, paying huge amount of money so that they can actually disburse fine to the market people and collect their own profit. It's just the usual normal Nigerian politics 101. You pay for a position, you get the position, and one way or the other, you find the people. Now, the unionism in this marketplace have already died. Where are the people that are coming together? Who are we going to run to? Who will be the head that will carry us and go and meet that governor and demand for something? Whereas the person is already working with the governor, but the person is already an appointee. He's an appointee. You are part of the administration. So you cannot go against the administration, my brother. So you don't know what is going on here. We that are on ground are telling people what is going on. And we are telling people to think about this matter. Reason on your own. You do your house. Person come tell you, say, you will be your guy, where they work for this your house, make it better. We know as this your house be. Now he go come tell you, say, who go be the head of the house. It's wrong, my brother. In cases like this, how are we going to go and meet the government? Who is the head? People are now protesting in main market. People are protesting, but there is no head. And me, I don't support any protest that has no head. You see, that's just a null protest. It's not a protest. It's a headless mob. It does not work. It will never work. So the people who are supposed to cheer the protest, the people who are supposed to carry the people to the governor and tell them, we don't like this thing, they cannot do it. So the people are just moving around, just scatter. My brother, understand what is on ground, though.
But there's local government chairman. There is there's somebody like Peter Obi. There is a House of Reps. Now I'm just asking because these are channels.
This is a serious business.
These are channels. These are channels. Okay, there's local government chairman. There's House of Rep member. These are people that the governor interacts every day.
My question, you don't try.
Sorry, sir. No verse.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Also, please, I'm going to a meeting for the next probably 45 minutes or 1 hour. I'll leave the space to you so that I don't rug it. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, engineer Biko, my question now. We know the time Elohim were disturbing in Onitsha. And according to you, majority of the people there don't want visit at home. You can agree with me, or you may agree with me that probably like 2 years now, or let me say since the arrest of Somoneba, I haven't experienced IPOB coming there to disturb somebody. Somebody carrying gun coming to Onitsha to disturb somebody. So this sit at home that you know one they make till today, 2 years after, or possibly 3 years after, what is causing it? Is it the sympathy to IPOB? Is it the fear of insecurity that's no more existing there? Or you are also protesting for release of Nnamdi Kanu for Biafra or whatever? What is the reason you guys are still doing that to this? I'm interested in that because I mean, and I would not say me can close IPOB out for the last 1 year in that on the German market.
Doggy, can I respond now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you something. You saying that there has never been pockets of violence since the arrest of Simon Ekpa and whatever, then you don't have the right information. There are serious insecurity in Onitsha. That we are on a social media, we don't talk about it because your interest. If you see on this space, I'm using my real name. At my office, I'm popular in my own line. There are some certain things, there are names I will call, I'll be targeted. So let me tell you something. Insecurity is still very much active in Onitsha. Let me just tell you what happened on Thursday last week. Where in
Cheddar, so that you don't misquote me.
Okay.
Not insecurity generally, insecurity related to IPOB.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, continue.
Where,
No, I just want to make it
on
clear.
Thursday last week, they dropped a letter to us. And the content of that letter read, we should prepare for the forthcoming event codenamed Operation blah blah blah. That anybody they see, the person should consider himself a dead man. So what preparation do they want us to do? If not, go to your house and stay. And the government we cannot say they are not aware of this. They cannot say that they've not heard about the way and means these boys disseminate their information in the market. And those people that are leading the markets are human beings. They have addresses. They will say everything in support of the government, and then they will go home and get killed. It has happened at Pt2. It has happened at Obog. It happened at New Pass. It's only Oboro that they attempted to kill our chairman. He has to throw in the towel. So, my dear, anybody that tells you that there is peace now, 100% peace, and on Monday, those people that do come out to enforce the sit at home don't come out again, that person probably is either not living in Anambra State, or even if he's living in Anambra State, he's not in Onitsha, or he's just living in a different world. I think I've answered you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, thank you very much. Your answer is fine. Thank you very much. I'll wait for my turn.
What's going on? Why are we quiet?
Also, are you still here, please? Also,
my turn.
Also, when network problem.
Sorry, because about network, I'm just driving in. So sorry, I beg. I'm not settled. Sorry.
Okay, Doggy can go. Also, are you okay to please control the room just for half an hour, please?
Yes,
you can hear
yes.
I'm in a meeting.
No problem. I'll take over.
Can
you hear me?
Go on now.
Okay, Asago Majugu.
Doggy, I'm here.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So you can continue.
Engineer, you did well. No, nice answer. Nice answer.
Okay.
I don't like arguing what I don't. I can only talk about hearsay Okay. I don't
Okay,
think it would be nice to
no
use
problem.
hearsay to be debunking your point. You will work on that. I don't do these things. And what the answer you gave is very, very valid. I can
Okay,
agree to that.
all
But
right,
then,
no problem.
yeah.
I guess the next person should be J
No,
Black
it's my turn
or
now. No, it's my
Doggy.
turn now.
It's your own turn.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. So Doggy, you have the mic. Thank you.
Yeah. So like I was saying, but the thing that the whole thing opened another wound, another argument, because we have been told all the while that the sit at home was voluntarily. People do it voluntarily out of their own will. And then we're getting revelation now that they are still coming out to threaten people on the sit at home. So whichever way you want to have it, it is still a problem. There's still an issue. Okay. I mean, I stand with Soludo. I don't know how anybody wants to do it. I stand with Soludo. When Soludo came there, you guys screwed up, and I agree with Polonia on that particular one. Okay, you want us to stop sitting at home on Mondays. What is security infrastructure have you provided for us to secure us? This is the reason we are not doing it. They go on the street and start singing holy, holy, holy. You are doing exactly the opposite of what you should have done to register your anger. This is why we cannot open shop. We are afraid. Our life is at stake. They started giving the governor the reason to actually stand on what he wanted to do. Because you started singing holy, holy, holy. It means that you're showing sympathy to that organization that he don't want in his state. There can never be two flags in a state. You cannot raise another flag in a sovereign state. So you don't come to Anambra where Soludo is the governor and then input another law that contravenes on the one he has put in. It's only Anambra House of Assembly that can enact a law that says that a particular day is holiday, or federal government, it becomes nationwide holiday. Only those two persons, not even a monarch in Anambra, can put a holiday and he will respect it. It's not possible. It's not possible. So you guys gave Soludo the answer he wanted by that protest that you guys did. But then that's not actually the truth. Kenny, every day, so Alexoti, Soludo should learn from Alexoti. What exactly should Soludo learn from Alexoti in this particular case now? The sit at home we have in Anambra is still existing in Abia State. Alexoti have not solved it. What should he learn? Learn how to allow it continue? You will come every day and talk down on the achievements of Soludo. One day I made this argument, all of you attack me here. When we open the book, I see say, so Alexoti no near Soludo, you know nearer with what? In governance, waiting out to want to compare himself with Soludo. Now I want to know. In all the aspects, Soludo beat up. But you come make I talk, oh. Mute your mic, oh. Mute your mic, oh. The time you were praising Alexoti, you did not talk. Now I'm praising my own Soludo. You won't talk now. Because you don't come and talk down on my governor. That I see that he's doing some things.
Because, Doggy, calm down, I beg. Because. Please.
I want to praise my Soludo.
Okay, no, continue.
Now. Because on this particular, on space, I said it that day. They attacked me. When they opened the book, Afia, Nina Road, Soludo beat up. Economy, Soludo beat up. Everywhere, Soludo beat up. They opened the book that day. They saw everything. But every day you come and talk down on my governor. This insecurity we're talking about now, the same way it is happening in Abia State, is happening in Anambra State. And Soludo should go and learn from Alexoti what? Learn how to allow the sit at home to continue. Or what exactly? At least Soludo is even doing something to stop it. And Alexoti have not done something. And you tell me to go and learn from him. Learn from him what? Look what no wonderful conversation we're having. If you don't come and infuse Lesotho, so that we start discussing Lesotho, because you want to rubbish Soludo. What should Soludo done better? Go and learn from Lesotho that have not done anything. Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. What exactly? We want sit at home to end in the whole Southeast. Had it been you said go and learn from Pitamba, I will say okay. Somebody who has actually done something. Had it been you said go and learn from Omahi, who tried in his own time to stop it. But not somebody that sits at home is still existing in his state as we speak today. Had it been you said go and learn from Okowa, who told them that time that don't you see here now, don't even dare, don't try. Don't dare. They ran away from Asaba and the virus. And not only did he say it, he even put surveillance. They started going after them in Oko, Ibuzo, Awash, everywhere. Yela, Opanam. They started looking for them. And they were capturing them. And at least nobody could deny this one for me because I'm meaning I'm a territory with that one. I was following the news. They were capturing them one by one. How did you say go and learn from Okowa? I go understand. But somebody that sit at home is still ravaging his state. Mind you, Abia never had it hard, worse than like Anambra had it. The two worst hits in this whole thing were Anambra and Igbo. The whole of Umuahia territory. Afari Ibe Ben Nandekano, they did not do sit at home for one day. Umuahia did not do sit at home for one day. Enugu largely rejected it. Ebonyi also. It was Imo and Anambra. So you cannot be comparing Abia with Anambra in this particular thing. Where you know that the worst hit were these two states, Imo and Anambra. And Lesotho has not even as much as he had very less to deal with this situation, he has not solved it. But if una never spoil Soludo name, una no go do all right. Like I don't get it. So Lesotho trying, yes, he's trying. But all this overhyping, we're shooting ourselves on the leg because we are hyping something that cannot even match any other governance. He's doing good compared to the people he met. But don't always infuse him so that we'll start discussing him. And when they start discussing him, we start crying. We know about me attacking now. But when the person that brought me, we're not going to talk about. And maybe you catch him maybe on another day. Open space. Let's compare Lesotho and Soludo head to head. Let's compare the two of them. The reason somebody get up here with a mic, now cut off Soludo, then I say I go and learn from Lesotho. Learn what? Learn what exactly? Whereas the same thing, the same sit at home is still ravaging in his state. The same sit at home that we want to stop is still there, operating there. People have given the confession here now, the revelation that Aba is still doing sit at home, just like Onitsha is doing it. And these are our two economic hubs. Our two economic hubs in the southeast. And we'll be saying it even at the Maya, we're not ashamed. That they will take Monday 52 days in a year, plus the other days, about totally up to 60 days, 2 months, they will take away from us. And our two economic hubs will be closed. And we're not worried. Imagine those days, like let's say the whole Southeast, 1 billion every day. Times 60, it's 60 billion that we are losing. And none of you is worried. Anyhow, Soludo want to do it. Anyhow. The only argument I take here is the one that was made by engineer. You must provide security infrastructure to give the people that assurance that we are safe. Engineer, I agree with you on that one. But saying he shouldn't be the one, he has gone to that market. And the one I know, like 2 or 3 times, he has gone there to tell people, please stop this nonsense. When Britanba tried it was this same backlash that he got. If not for his come, some part of Enugu will still, the whole Enugu will still be observing it at home. But he tried his best. At least the metropolis is no more observing it, though they were never in agreement before. So whenever these governors try to stop this madness, I think we have to stand with them. Because at the end of the day, now them when I go see blame, you did not do anything. No, you did not do anything. Now they are doing something, we are blaming them for doing something. And they still come and tell me, no, it's not because I support it. If you don't support it, then they just end anyhow you want to end. You don't castigate a Soludo for trying to stop it and tell me that you don't want it to stop. Oh no, I'm not supporting you. You want sit at home. If you don't want sit at home, you will not be against stopping it, no matter the way, shape, or form. If the management in the market, maybe engineer, maybe you can bear me witness on this one because I'm okay, nothing on the chapter, not on the chapter say. I have customers, minimum 4 in Imbuko that I supply goods for. And sometimes we have just casual conversation on Mondays. They will be complaining. Look like I swear no. I'm gonna here now. So, why don't you open your market? No, that the management take the market chairman, how about you go? The union, how about you go? Possibly one of the unions is affiliated or sympathizing with the group. Then they'll use other one, impose war on them. I love call the home markets. They just need to hear my jersey. Then when governor come and say no, everybody must everybody must open the market or we'll lock it down. And we'll start shouting. If IPOB can take 60 days away from you, if governor lock it for 30 days, he has not done anything wrong. Because you cannot complain that IPOB is locking it for 60 days. I don't know the moral justification you have to be complaining about the 30 days. 7 days only. So look, this one I lock it now. Next Monday, if you don't come, let him lock it for 1 month. If you don't come, let him lock it for 6 months. Weekend one, we have next week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doggy. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fine.
I'm not hearing you, Biko.
Okay. Doggy,
It's
thank you.
supposed to get to my point.
Go
AJ, I've been waiting here for like 2 hours now with my hands up.
Okay. Hello, AJ. Abi?
AJ.
AJ Black.
That's me.
So sorry, I beg you. Okay, no problem. AJ, please, you have the mic. Oh, thank you. And please, as AJ is talking, because nobody should interject him. AJ, you have 10 minutes, please, though. Sorry, guys, I'm just coming back for work. And
They may extend to 20 minutes because I've been here for 2 hours. I have my points I wrote down.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. Good evening, everybody. AJ,
because AJ, can you hear me? AJ, can you hear me? Please, let's make it 15. Because what?
All right.
Let's make it 15, please, though. So just a minute. Your time starts now. All right.
Okay. You know what we are suffering in Anambra is ideology, and that ideology is something that is very, very hard to conquer. Is what the whole world now, both America, Israel, and everybody, they are suffering one thing. That same ideology. What is that ideology? That is the jihadist movement. I feel that now that ideology is something that is not easily conquered, and that is the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. And in I feel that now there is another. I'm using Igbo because this is Anambra State discussion. So anybody that doesn't understand Igbo should find an interpreter or ask the Holy Spirit to interpret for him. Good and fine. Ilanya now, Anambra now. I feel that now Anambra is made up of, like they say, as over 100%, 70% of people staying in Anambra were self-employed. 30% are working under firms and government parastatals. So if you look at the same thing in Abia State, it's almost the same thing. 70% are self-employed, 30% are working with agencies, either they are schools or government institutions. Then you now use it to compare other southeastern states. This is what we are suffering. This is why the sit at home is a very strong something. That South Imo State, Enugu, and Ebonyi. We now have 70% working for the government because 10-30 working for themselves. If you look at it now, I feel that now the 70% working for the government must obey the rules and regulations of what is giving them money to feed. That is why the sit at home in Imo State, Enugu, and Ebonyi states can be managed and you can enforce them to come out and they will do it. You will say, oh, when I was after on Mondays, Again, Enugu, activities are going on very well. Again, Ebonyi, activities are going on very well. But come to Abia State and Anambra. For that, now Mondays is highly observed as ghost town. We have limited markets on Mondays. Why? Because the people's choice makes 70% of the activities of the state. Unlike, and the 70 conquers the 30 very well, which is the government. So, what is the solution? Solution the government in Aka. How is the solution now? The solution is the government in Aka. The solution the Anambra state government in Aka. How? Listen to that 70% and know what they want. KKC, how will you listen to those people? Get down to the root. I was surprised. I'm on the main market. I won't lie to you. I'm in the main market. And being a member, I'm a financial, I work with financial institute and I observe, I move around. You don't know mafia. Oko as big as main market. In one hour now. Oko 12 o'clock. They will ring the bell. Everybody will stop activities of in there. And again, they will say the engineers, they say their prayer, 12 o'clock prayer. I was surprised. And that tradition have been going on since. And they're still observing it. So tell me that a market, a line that will obey ordinary line chairman, why wouldn't that market obey the chairman of the market? But the problem is that the people in the market, they don't obey the chairman. Easy, because I won't have a re-elect. You can't come to an organization because you feel you're a government, you bring in and impose people on them. And you want them to obey you. Why? Are you practicing the rule of law? Are you practicing the fair democracy that elected you in? Even in the mafia, you will get in the mother in the mafia. Say, how chairman, how people that will give you feedback of what is happening in the market. Even as you are talking, those caretakers, you will not see them. I moved down to Ogidi. I moved down to Oborod. I moved down to Obo. I moved down to Obabada. I moved down to Bomman. I moved down to New Pass. Before that, almost everybody is having the same ideology and the same mentality, and all of them are speaking the same thing, directly or indirectly. I need a Brahuko. Okay, let's say that way I need a Brahuko. But in the case of you understand that almost everybody is speaking of the same thing. What is that thing? Come down to the roots. Who are the roots? The people. Now, during the time this system has been there, I'm trying to create something to understand between the Abia State, Anambra, and other 3 instances. Now, other states have other states. I can tell you vividly well that there is no states in this southeastern state that observe this IPO compared to Abia State. I need to be aware of that. You can't be more IPO than Abia people. No matter if you feel that now you want IPO, you can never be more IPO than Abia people. But look at them now. Their own agitation and their own sit-at-home it's not even making noise. And I know even my neighbor here, and I got here on Mondays or something, I got here state or guys on my here using Mokogazo. I hear now also very well on Monday. Though we get as well, they have their own time. They sit on the sit-at-home, but they use their face. They don't know what they are going to do about it because you know that the people is ruling are the government because they make 70% of the decisions. 70% of the decision affect them. Why? Because the revenue coming from the state is coming from that 70%. Understand this and your state will grow. If you don't understand it, like you keep on making that mistake every day. Now, that's governor now. He now builds the market very conducive. I was watching one video like that. You know that because another old area and new area. Old roads and the new roads are one. Even allow, even if you want to sit at home, if you can't sit at home, you'll be praising your governor. Then bring it down to our own Anambra. Every day we are observing one day sit at home. Don't sit at home. Hey, governor Gianne to please the people that will enable them to start one day work. As I'm talking to you, even this new market governor now, those shops not there are 70-80% of them are privately owned and built by themselves. There is a market now, if you are in main market, if you are going towards Biafra and Freedom Market, you see that shops in not there. There are new shops. Individuals are paying, renting, and buying those shops. Ajaka hane roof. To the extent that some people jaka hawuga deki. Shop na alo. People are the ones how deki erase the block, the roof, attire, now. We believe that the government owns everyone belongs to the government. Good. But now, somebody are mentioning those three things now. They will still pay tax. They will still be the ones to buy each line or each line. I mean, market, list. I'm telling you that they are individual and then anyone shop without those listers. They are the ones providing light for themselves. They are the ones providing fire service for themselves. They are the ones providing roads for themselves. They are the ones providing almost everything. Then you now want to come in and have a decision over them. It will be hard for you to get over for you to get over to them. Why? Because any they are using to make their life easy. They are the ones that are providing for themselves. Now, if it's more than a visit at home, what we age governor ko hare banima here, bida road adaroma or chanja, about road or chanja. Miri bogi if it's raining in there, miri bogi don't get book, you find yourself in Niger. There is no truth about it. Any mistake of limit, Dabana got find yourself in Niger. We don't have good roads. Like in that you can produce everything down and bring everything that we are producing it down. What about after that? What next? Look at Imo State after Rocha what next? Have that market taking shape since then? What is the economic activity of that state? That's what you look at first of all. Now, be the road that if you go move down to Kano Street don't really zone you must buy boots for you to go inside that market. But you have a governor who is there. And compared to what is happening in the other state, the other side of a state, which is a commercial state like that, which is at their state, you can go even your rent someone before. You cannot go to a barrier really but as Gaba. So I'm going to people wear canvas and enter inside a back. How do you canvas? Which have to still look handsome on street. Try that in the market. You see, you cannot even get anything. That you say that this is what the government is doing for you. Now the people are now seeing it as they have their choice of what to do and what not to do, which is fine. You understand that? It's not like for government. You know these small things that will make the government won't here. I'm telling you that people in Onitsha, they will be happy. At least I say, the governor provided electricity for us. First, the other time there was fire in Ochanja. Many people lost everything. That's fire outbreak because there's no fire service in Ochanja. Hey, what do you call about that? What do you say about that? Now, you don't have a steady network in those markets. Then I got in the market. You don't have steady network in those markets. People are the ones providing all those things. Governor, what is our governor doing? The other thing is this. You see, that's one thing at home. People are now it's having much psychological effects on Anambra people. Because why? In the health wise, if you check every Monday, people now use it for rest. They even if you have to tell them to start coming to market, their body system are adapted to it because why? When markets they produce billions of naira every day. I think every day. So a typical businessman on knowledge that's that Saturday. Even that Saturday, all that do that for now 6 o'clock. If not for the rule of close by 6 o'clock, and they obey it. Like chairman, the rule, they will obey it. The only time they have rest is that Monday. And someone pointed out something. If they can regulate that Monday resting to today, I love that side on your ad. I love that. I was very happy. What people need in Anambra is rest. And that rest alone, if they can adjust Saturday. Sunday is not enough because Sunday they go, that's when they have all the activities. Sunday is always occupied. Sunday is just like Monday to Sunday. It's already occupied. The only time they have is Saturday, and that's the time which cars are here. So the only time people they feel very tired, they have time for their family, for themselves, for their health, it's on that Monday. So if the government can adjust and let the people know, or your Saturday, in the line chairman, regulate your affair, 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock after they go over on Saturdays, let everybody go and rest. I'm telling you that people will be happy. You understand that? So market structure of this cartoon can be controlled, and the Governor Soludo can conquer it. Another point I made is, let the governor be the governor for the people, not the governor against the people, because 70% of the people who are giving revenue to the state are working by themselves and they are just paying tax, and they are the ones generating revenue for the state. So the governor should teach people. So if in my head that 70% likely, don't go against it. You know that Anambra people doesn't joke with P2B, but right from every day, you keep on saying one comment or the other, making one statement or the other, painting what the people, that person that people like that. In a choker, he may somehow. It's not proper. At least, even if you don't like that person, keep silent. Don't say anything at all. And if you make a matter, you make a matter, you understand? But that's the problem. And that is what is making Anambra people angry with Soludo. Another thing is, what they can't security for Monday. I was the market when they go on a change. They can't security for Monday. They can't security for today, main market. I'm telling you, Ezoku, if you have that security if that main market every day, in those markets every day, I'm telling you that people will come out gladly and be selling market on Mondays. As in armored car if you mount that armored car, if once you release that armored car, bam, the whole protesters are not there. All of them will go down. But you won't see those people on Monday. You won't see all those checkpoints, police on. You won't see them on Monday. You can never see anybody on Monday. Then you want people to come out and trade with their lives. For the sake of security reasons, the other time, China na building material. He was the day governor asked him to open the market. Obey. He was in the market in his own shop. Somebody walked up to him and gave him letter and showed him himself. Said that governor that we pay him next Monday. We pay him next Monday. That they will see him that he should, as he's in the shop now. I told him his boys everywhere in the market now. He starts. You just give them signal, they will start. You tell you that they've already placed themselves. Just come and give money. Now you don't want people to come and trade their lives because you want them to come and sell on Monday, and you are not giving them security. As I explained to you now, just have it in mind that Anambra doesn't have security. Every day, Anambra, this equally. If you are living there, you understand what I'm talking about. Once it's 6 o'clock in your house, you are in your estate. What about people who are relief markets? People who are selling at relief market, electrical market, boating market, and check. Once it's 5 o'clock, they close their shop. Now running to people who are living in Oba. Once it's 5 o'clock, they make sure now close all their shop. They'll just be running home to their cars. Sharp to just get home. Anyone run also Oba Road. 6 o'clock in also, or 7. Find the nearest hotel. Find the nearest hotel and lodge because there's no security. They'll kidnap you. So that is the essence, that is the high level of insecurity you have. People tell you there's no insecurity in Anambra. It's not true. How?
Tanchi.
Yes.
Your time is up. Your time
yes,
is up. Your 15 minutes. So start rounding up.
Okay. So that level of insecurity should be controlled and should be checked. That's just the only thing because the other day that was clear in GRA opposite GRA, that is on the local government. GRA, there is a GRA. For almost 10 minutes, and about the next morning, one person was kidnapped. This is the city of Onitsha. I said anywhere. This is the city of Onitsha. Now you want somebody to come and Ojin Doya Torogaj because you want to when he's the one to do this really for the state. So now let's just look into the aspect of life in Anambra. I'm telling you, the government should be better on that. Come down to the people, listen to the people. They need that capital of a thing and let the people elect people that will listen to them. That's just the only thing. Once you have people that, if you have people, they will don't only here and they have to watch. I say, when I buy the issue, because the person is supposed to for them. You are fine. I'm telling you that when market is not have issues, if you want them to come and set your fit another day, they will still fight because those people they love money. One market people love money. They love money. They will sell till tell them close market by 9 p.m. I'm telling you, there's some person shop on 9 p.m. and they'll teach them. Thank you very much. That's where I rest
All
my
right,
case.
all right, Tamchi, thank you so much for the points you have made, and I really appreciate. And I don't know, the next person should be Engineer Water or Jay. I don't know who should go first. Engineer Water or Black? I don't know who should go first. Okay, AJ Black, are you there?
Engineer Water is here.
Okay. Oh no, not fine. Engineer Water, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have the mic. You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I have just small thing to add to what I've said earlier. AJ just made my day. AJ just made my day.
Engineer Water, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, sir.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, so Engineer Water,
Yes,
you
you
have
can,
15
you can
minutes.
hear it.
Engineer Water, you have 15 minutes, okay? So your time starts now. Thank you.
Okay, sir. AJ just made my day because some of the things I raised before, he confirmed it. I don't even know that he usually comes to my line in Onitsha there too. I don't know. He said he works in the financial industry. But exactly what he submitted was exactly what we've been suffering there in position of a leadership and making look like everybody there that those people that we elected are not worthy to handle the activities of the market. The processes that has been there for a long time, the process of electing our leaders has been there for a long time. But now we're surprised that a governor will come, change the system, and then impose some people. And those people that he imposed on us are not even working according to what we want and how the market has been run for years. All they are interested in is what they stand to gain. And some people have been lobbying for that same position. And nobody's talking about that. Then basically on the sit at home issue, the problem is so primary that the governor knows very well that this is an act of we all know it's an act of sabotage. Yes, but you shouldn't blame the traders because ndị Igbo na-ekwu na ndụ wụ ofu ka ọ na-adị, ndụ adịghị abụọ. Many people who have disobeyed these things, some of them are 6 feet below the ground now. Some leaders who came out and openly said something against it. I mean, the market leaders. Some of them had their shops burnt. Some of them were kidnapped, and secretly they paid ransom. Some had so many losses. So now, what we wanted from the government are this: one, the government should do the needful by providing the needed security. The kind of security we saw on Monday in the market, if they will present such security every Monday in the market, or the type we saw today, and the kind of I don't know that Anambra State has that kind of security apparatus or apparatchiks as they call them. What we saw today was so marvelous. If those things can be around every Monday in all the whole markets, I swear to God, the whole market will even be open till 8 p.m. every day. But what you see, okay, let's talk about fire outbreaks. Several times, most of us have seen the incidents of fire outbreaks. What happened? Many people lost billions, millions. At the end of the day, nothing, no compensation, nothing. When you approach the government to start asking allocation, but when you go there, you find out that the land you bought it yourself, you built the shop by yourself, everything there you lost was all by yourself. So we are practically by ourselves in that market. We don't have any government helps. So don't have any government help or whatever. All they do is come there, collect their own tax and go. But if you can engage the right people who are our elected leaders, and then he himself, as the chief security officer of the state, also do get security briefing. So he ought to have known the root cause of this administration. He has spent 5 years there already. So he must have known everything. He must have known the right thing to do. He must have known, okay, if at all we handle it this way, it didn't happen, let us handle it the other way around, not to come and use a big stick to hit an ant at the same time break the glasses. So that is not how to handle the administration, the things like this. One, we are afraid of our life. On Monday, people are saying that everything is okay in Anambra. Those people are lying. We are afraid that something might happen to us. And if such a thing happens to us, nobody is there to help us. We are on our own. Thank you. And I yield the mic back.
All right. Thank you so much, engineer. The next speaker should be AJ Black. Am I right? AJ, are you there? AJ, are you there? Can anyone hear me?
Kodo is supposed to speak now.
Kodo. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Kodo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Kodo. Okay, Kodo, if you're there, you have the mic. You're welcome.
Okay, yeah, this is on the issue of Soludo, trying to impose and shutting the market down and all that. Soludo is a professor. He has the qualities which he can use to engage the people in the market, engage the leadership of the market, and also achieve a good result. But he won't do it because of what? The kind of politics they play in Nigeria. The kind of deadly politics, selfish interest. That is the problem. Why would he go and bring a caretaker committee that is not even part of the market? What Soludo is trying to do in Anambra is what? For him to show the people that he is the governor. And whenever a leader starts behaving that way, he loses his credibility where the people is. Unless somebody was trying to like compare or talk about Alex Oti here. I know people who are politically motivated and when they have political gains, so I know them when they talk or when they speak. Okay. Now, Alex Oti engaged many people in Abia State. No state in Southeast has strong supporters of IPOP Biafra more than Abia State. There is no state, even when it comes to violence. What happened is because what? The governor knows what? How to engage the people. He knows how to engage leaders. He knows how to engage the people of Abia State. That is why he could be able to achieve their security in Abia State. If you like, believe it or not, there is security in Abia State. Even some shops open on Mondays, people do go to, you won't see anybody bringing out gun, like shooting rapidly or trying to catch some people, close some shops in Abia State. Now, because what? He engaged them. And there is this understanding also, not that those people are still owning shops in those markets. The part of the family of them are still part of IPOB. If you people like believe it or not. So without Soludo engaging those people in the market, he cannot achieve anything. If you like, let him impose 30 days sit at home in Anambra, nobody should open the market. That same thing will still continue. If you like, let him start behaving like a tyrant, it will still continue. He has to come down from his high horse, engage the people, engage the people, put his politics aside, engage the people, the leadership of the market. Like example, Doggy, you assuming you are in a company. Now this company, you guys funded it, and someone maybe a governor or a chairman just came. You guys are all executive in the company. He just came, ignored all of you, brought someone that you guys don't to be the director or to be the manager to control all you guys. You don't give agree to it. You will fight the person back to the left. You won't adhere to anything there. You will not. So Soludo doesn't want to come down from his high horse. That is the problem. That is the problem. He doesn't want to come down, engage these people. He knows fully well that even the people that owns those shops, even the people, some people, let me not say all, some of the people that own those shops are affiliated to IPOP and Biafra. He knows that very well. But he doesn't want to do what? Engage them. Unless what he did engage. He engaged many people. Area, Makasio, even Makasio runs on one day. Yes, everybody may not open shop because some people have already adapted to that Monday stuff. They don't want to go shopping, then they want to relax. But some people open shop on Monday morning. But you won't see anybody harassing it because of what? The engagement the governor did. And also the transformation of those markets. Because you can't tell me that I use my money to build a particular shop and all that. I bought it, or I use my, even the roads, I will use my money, I will tell people, they will help me to work on the road, all those things. After doing it, and you now determine when I will open or close my shop. I will adhere to the majority of the people doing it. I will adhere to the majority of people closing their shop than the government because they don't offer me anything. Even I pay the tax to the government. So because of the dirty, the blind followership, that's why some people are supporting Soludo was, and he can never achieve anything in that. If not, he is trying to trigger a war, a wide protest in this country. As I'm talking to you now, that is, if he keeps doing it now, another protest will start in another state. That's what he's trying to do. As that protest now, if they keep doing that protest 2 to 3 days, I bet you that 3 or 4 states will start protests because of what he don't want to. He don't want to talk to the people. And they help to the people. I know that he's fighting for political relevance in those markets. Yes, because 2027 is an election. I know that's what he wants. He wants to control the market and make sure that so that he can offer, give maybe a good vote. Yes. So he, Soludo doesn't have the interest of his people. You can't tell them to go and open shop when you don't have security. How are they gonna do it? You don't provide the security, you threaten them to go and open shop. Okay, look at it just today because of the protest. You went into the barracks and bring out military men. So those military men, where we are there on those one day, where we are there? Bodies that stay on the road, checkpoints and all that, even those military men, you won't see them on some of them acts. Or you want a civilian, a citizen, he doesn't have power, nothing. You want him to come out to sacrifice his life. And for those of you saying that because an individual built a particular shop or a particular market or individual came together to develop a particular place, that they shouldn't ask security from the government. That is, if you're saying such thing, that means the person saying it is daft. Sorry to use this word. Yes. The number one function or role of a governor is what? Security. You have to provide what? Security. Even as, look at what is happening in the United States now. Okay. They are having protests because of eyes and so on. So still there is what? Security. If the people are revolting against you, or if the people are revolting against the government, you will still provide the security because that is what you are going to do. And due to the leadership you have in Africa is the leadership of wickedness. Let them die, let them destroy themselves. It's none of your business because yes, you as a leader, your family members are not even in that. The interest of the country is not your business. The only thing that you want there is what? Your pride. That's what people be saying. Leaders are fighting what? It's not that they care for the people, it's for their pride. maybe for their own political motives. So for me, the only solution for him is to what? Dialogue with this market chairman. Allow the market people to choose their leaders. Allow them dialogue with these people. And the time is dialoguing with these people. He's also dialoguing with IPOP and Biafra. He doesn't know that. These are your people. Yes, all of us can come online and deny that we are not affiliated to IPOP, we are not affiliated to Biafra. The brother, you are affiliated to it as far as you are an Igbo man. It's in your blood. Even though you deny it, your child will one day ask you about such thing. Yes. So, yeah, Soludo is dialoguing with these market leaders. He's also dialoguing with this POP. Yes. And he won't do such things. He only is, he's only after the applause he will receive when he goes to a patient. Yes. I clap for him once, I clap for Peter a bit twice. That's what he's after. Just a cloud. So this is the much I can offer on this. Thank you.
Also, you are not here. Also is not here.
No tables, just guys. I'm so sorry. I'm in a meeting. I think my co-host is not here anymore. I don't know. There's nobody that have their hand up, so I will just close this space. It's been a very long day. Thank you so much. Except anybody wants to say something.
Before you not close it, and I know
Sorry,
are you hearing me, Douglas?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Yeah. Before you not close, Biko. One thing very important. The last speaker that spoke, Biko. Kutoro Wogi, stop this thing of as far as you are an Igbo, you are affiliated to Biafra. I am not. I will never be. Nothing on earth will ever make me be Biafra or be affiliated, concerned, connected, correlated. Nothing. Kutoro Wogi is fine. Talk for yourself. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't need it. I don't not when you want it, it's fine. But no, don't be forcing all of us as far as Nibo Nibo, it will Biafra. These are the issues. Then because I'm an engineer when you made that submission. No, I don't think it was engineering, but somebody was talking about that people are tired, that it will be fine if I don't get on Saturday and you have break. Everybody should go home to the tired and everything and all those things.
Oh, Tochi made the statement.
Yeah. I mean, I want to ask, are you to call neighbor doors? I want one shop in Lagos, I want shop in Kaduna, where shops in Kano, and all those things. Of Obunongi, they go on 10 billion or 1 billion or 100 million. Mama go na. Well, no plaza, all those start to be signature and the matter they go tired. How do you make your money? How do you want to make your money? The money going to mad no there. Let us let us think about what we're saying. About don't make it say they hear us. People are investing money and they want to recoup their money. If you go to your shop on Friday, you can go home. Thursday, if you're tired, go home. Wednesday, you're tired, go home. The whole year, you don't want to open your shop because you're tired. Stay at your home. Nobody's interested in that. But coming as a union to lock a shop because some people are tired, who does that? Who does that? I was even happy with the guy that talked about 2 o'clock. I said, but again, if I'm in that shop, I will not do it. But you will see that they will use the union to lock that shop. Even if I don't want to pray. And these are the issues. These are problems.
Okay, because anyway, I have to end now. It's been a very long day for me. Let me focus. I'm chairing the meeting and I have to take like 10 minutes to come out. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad that we were able to have these conversations, and hopefully we'll be able to have more of it. I'll unfortunately have to end the space now. Thank you.
La 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 la.